Zainab, a 10-year-old girl, had a deep fascination for birds. She adored the way they soared, fluttered, and chirped, finding immense joy in observing them. Australian parrots and the vibrant green parrots held a special place in her heart. She once expressed her desire to have a pet parrot to her mother. However, her mother explained that parrots preferred to be free, as they cherished their freedom. Many birds resided on the trees in front of their house, chirping and frolicking around. Zainab heeded her mother's advice and gave up on the idea of owning a pet parrot. After returning from school, she would stand on the balcony, watching various birds and the Australian parrots belonging to her neighbors. One day, upon entering her room in the evening, Zainab was surprised to find an Australian parrot perched there. It was a small grey parrot with red eyes and a slender tail. The parrot's tail moved continuously, fluttering up and down. Zainab had never seen this parrot before. Zainab was delighted to see the parrot in her room and hurriedly summoned her mother. They named the parrot Shama. Shama was very sweet and chirped melodiously, and it seemed as though it had come looking for food. Despite their efforts to guide Shama back to freedom, it remained in the room. The door to the balcony was open, and that's where Shama had entered from. Zainab's mother wondered whether Shama was a baby parrot or a parent. Zainab asked her mother, and her mother replied, "It's the father parrot. We should definitely send it back. Its babies must be waiting." Zainab and her mother tried to coax Shama towards the door, but it didn't cooperate. The door opened onto the balcony, and Shama had come in from there. They decided to leave Shama in the room for the night, hoping it would find its way back to the balcony in the morning. That night, Shama became their unexpected guest. The next morning, when her father returned home, they made an effort to capture Shama and release it. They placed a cage on the rooftop and tried to lure Shama into it. Eventually, with some effort, they managed to catch Shama and placed it in the cage. As time passed, Zainab became increasingly worried about Shama. It remained silent and seated, and she wondered if it had fallen ill. Her father explained that Shama was simply feeling sad because it had left its fellow bird friends behind. He assured her that it would be fine in a day or two. However, Zainab couldn't find peace of mind. A thought occurred to Zainab. What if the neighbors across the street had lost their parrot, and this one was not theirs? To investigate, she visited their house and learned that they had indeed lost their parrot. Zainab explained that their parrot had flown to her house and that she could bring it back. After some time, they returned with their parrot, and Shama was reunited with its family. Thanks to Zainab's efforts, Shama found its way back to its family, and Zainab learned the importance of compassion and helping others in need. The moral of the story is, compassion and helping others in need can lead to happy reunions and create a positive impact.